Hey guys, we are Machines here, back with another tutorial for you guys. Today, we're going to be breaking down my track titled Lost. This one seemed to get a lot of hits on SoundCloud, so I figured might as well just show everybody what's going on. It's pretty minimal too, so this won't be like an hour long like the last one, but yeah, let's get to it. Here's the track. It's about 2 minutes long, so skip ahead if you ain't trying to hear the whole thing. Cool, so yeah, that's pretty much the beat. I mean, it's only 4 tracks, really minimal, but I mean, sometimes the more simple things are, the more, attractive they are. I don't know, that sounded kind of weird, but yeah, you get my flow. Anyways, let's get started on here. So, most of this, let's see, this melody that we got here, the piano one. Yep, that's the sound of that crusty piano, I called it. And this, I'm not even sure where I got this. I know it's a tape recorded sample like always. Yep, so you can see it's just playing yeah, so basically I just played it on the keyboard. Let's take a listen. Yeah, so I mean, just played it out on my MIDI keyboard. Yeah, just using thirds and whatnot, playing a little melody with my right hand, playing the chords with my left hand. I'm not really a keyboardist, I play guitar, but what I know from guitar I kind of transfer over to keyboard. But anyways, let's get into this. So let me just hit a C note. Yeah. So this is basically the whole sample. I think my dryer was on in the background or something, but whatever. It adds to that. It gives it kind of, you could hear the dryer going in while the melody's going. Pay attention closely. Yeah, so I mean, that's cool. I mean, maybe if you want to record your samples like that. Tape recorder for this is probably the Sony one I showed before. I like that one, it's cool. I think I read somewhere that, I forget who uses it, Fortet or something, and that's why I got it. I don't know, I'm a copycat or whatever. But yeah, so on this sampler we got, I mean, the cool thing about this one is you could see here in the filter, it kind of pans, this pan random thing, 18%. So when you play stuff, like every note's gonna be panned in a different area. You could hear it at random. And the more randomness you give it, like the more drastic of a pan. Yeah, you can hear it. So let's put that back. Yeah, I mean, just filtered out the low end. This one's a little bit different. I don't think on any of the other tutorials I used the shaper here. It kind of just like makes it sound even more saturated. Like, check it out. Here, let me just see if I can take this off. Yeah. You can hear what it's doing. It's like just adding like some kind of hard clip kind of thing. It mounts at 100 because I wanted it nice and crusty. Hence the name Crusty Piano Shot. Yeah, just filtered out all that shit wherever it was before, and had a decent, I mean, yeah, 2-second release on this throughout. A little attack, probably because it pops. Not really, but just gave it a little bit of attack. Here I put in another auto filter. Let's hear it without these. So this is like the bass sound. And let's add the filter in. Yeah, it's just taking out that mud. Looks like I have a little bit of LFO going on with the filter. Actually there's no amount, so scratch that. But yeah, our filter set at 138 Hz with some resonance, some drive. I have it on this SMP setting. And yeah, just, I mean, basic stuff here. Our spread on this is nothing. And yeah, so next we'll go to the Mondo mod. Let's hear it without. Then with. So yeah, you could hear it just modulating the pitch. Already shown this a few times before. I mean, it's one of my go-tos. Someone asked if there was a alternative to using Mondo mod. You could use let me see if I have it over here. The Isotope vinyl, it's free. It also has like a warp setting. So let's see if I could get something. So yeah, you can hear it's just modulating the pitch. The only thing different about this is it doesn't have that, let's see, it doesn't have the mix control, which is what I like about Mondo mod. Actually, is because that's like your dry wet. So you get like some chorusy effect whenever it goes out of tune. Because it's playing most of the dry signal, but just a little bit of that unpitched signal. So yeah, I don't know, I just prefer that sound. But I have been messing with vinyl lately. It's a free one. Just go to Isotope's website, give them your email, and get spammed by them for the rest of your life. But you get that cool plugin. So cool. And yeah, so then we just have compressor compressing it to bring up the consistency and volume and the sidechain. So yeah, that's that. Let's move on to the Lo-Fi synth bass. Yeah, so that's another sample. I'm not sure where this one came from. Let me hit a C note on that. See what it sounds like. that's annoying. Right. So yeah, that's basically the sample. Then I just yeah, you get it. It's just that sample, and I'm repitching it. So, and then I made that bass line first behind it. Just put this melody on the loop, then hit the record enable, and then figure out my bass line. So yeah, that's that. It looks like not much going on with this inside of the sampler, really. Slight release, nothing crazy though. Yeah, so next we had the TAL chorus. One of my favorite plugins, especially for getting like an analog chorus sound, because it's sampled, I mean, it's emulated off the Juno analog synth chorus module. So yeah, let's check it out without that. And then with. Just gives it some width, and like, I don't know, I just like the characteristic it gives to these crusty, shitty lo-fi sounds. And yeah, that's basically that. I mean, nothing crazy. Like I said, this track was really minimal. I was like even hesitant to post it on SoundCloud or anything, because it was just like, really, 4 tracks? Whatever though. I liked it. It came out cool. So yeah, let's move on to the sub bass. I'm gonna play this with the lo-fi bass so you could hear how they pretty much mold together. So on the sub bass, let's play this by itself. This is Bsd.u, one of my favorite VST synths. And yeah, it's just here we got a square wave, and a saw wave at +1 octave. And yeah, I mean, I have the filter in here cut off around here, just to cut out some of that low end, or that high end, my bad. And yeah, just basic vintage square, boom, saw one. Nothing too exciting with that, and it's just sidechained. So moving on, we'll get to the drums. Alright, let's check out the drums. Yeah, so, I mean, this actually is an 8-bar loop for the drums. Actually, no, it's a 16-bar loop. It changes a little bit towards the end. Yeah, is it 16 bars? Yeah, it's 8 here. Oh no, it is 8, my bad. But yeah, so this, I mean, it's basically, let's hear the whole thing. Yeah, so you can hear how it changes a little bit here and there, just to keep things interesting, you know? Like I always say, the longer of a loop, like the more bars in that loop, the more it's going to be, you know, a little more interesting, because it changes. It's not just 4 bars over and over and over and over. Especially since these other parts are just 4 bars. So the drums kind of give it a different feel on the second of the 4. But yeah, let's go look at that. Kick is from the Lex Luger kit, kick number 2 on there, and it looks like I used the filter with the PRD setting and cut out the high end. Check it out. Little drive, just about 6 decibels of drive. Cutting it out the mids, you know, because those lo-fi kicks usually just like that thump, not really much of the trigger of the, you know, the click of the kick. So yeah, with that in mind, that's what we did there. The hi-hat and some more filtering as well. That was the original sample. And when I boost the drive, resonance, and kill the frequency, gives it like that lo-fi feel. Yeah, and this hat I think is from the, let's see, it's from one of the TS vinyl packs. You can get those for free online. And yeah, just gotta do some searching. They have a shitload of good drum samples. A lot of people are asking what samples I used. It's the TS Underground vinyl. Yeah, I mean, you can get those for free. There's a bunch. If you just type in Google like vinyl drum one shots, there's a shitload of free ones that you could get, and just mess with those, mess with the filters, the drive, whatever, so you get the sound you like. The snare is also from the TS Underground, so let's hear that snare. So yeah, I just cut out some of the high end so it has that lo-fi feel. You know, nothing crazy. And yeah, that's pretty much everything. This song is, like I said, 4 tracks. Nothing too fancy. It really just came together quick. I didn't want to add too much. I liked the vibe it had with just these 4 elements. Then on our master bus, we had like the usual filtering at the beginning right here. This audio effect rack's automated. Let's see if we can see that automation. Right there. Yep. Automated right here just for the beginning. So it has that. Oh, my bad. So it's bit crushed. We have the width at 0 for the beginning. The gain's at -6. Bit reduced to 10 bits. Some heavy reverb, 50% with 2.4 decay time. The stereo set really narrow because I mean I set it to the width 0 here, and then so basically the dry signal is going to be in mono and the reverb is wider, a little bit wider. Here, let's see if we can hear it. Yeah, you can hear what it's doing, just adding like that little bit of our dry sounds in the middle and the reverb's more towards the outsides, giving it some space. It kind of sounds like, I don't know, sounds cool, gives it like an atmosphere. And I also have the filter right here, cutting out some high, cutting out some low, so that when the sub bass and drums come in, gives it that kick. You'll hear it right here, check it out. Let's start it from right over here. So right about here, the filter and everything's gonna turn off. So consequently from this -6, because I would rather have a utility in there automating the volume, because I don't want to mess with my fader. I don't really like automating any of the faders because then it makes it impossible to adjust it when you're in the mixing phase. I mean, it's possible, but it's a lot harder instead of just having the gain right here adjusted. So that's a little trick. And let's see what's going on with this one. Yeah, this one's more that middle part where everything cuts out again. Basically, same shit as the first one, except we have the bit crusher and reverb first now, and the utility last. So that's gonna make the reverb as narrow, pretty much in mono. Everything's in mono on this part, as opposed to this one. It's a little bit more width. So there's that width. Here's the second width. You can hear it's more like concentrated towards the middle. And that's just, you know, creative thing that I did there. I like to do that in between parts just to change things up, give it like a different feel. And then when it comes back with the drums, it's gonna have a nice little kick. Yeah, so right there it widens up a lot, you know. Just giving some emphasis into the next part. And yeah, dropping the beat. And all I did on this one was put a limiter. Like I said, everything in this track's really minimal. But yeah, I mean, I was kind of pissed off because this is like the most popular track on my SoundCloud, and I did the least amount of work. But that's the way things happen, you know? And yeah, people enjoyed it. You can't really, I can't really say anything bad about it. I would have rather have had put in more work on it, but this got the job done. Sometimes, you know, it doesn't need all that much. The song just comes together nicely. And that's probably more ideal, not having to use a shitload of plugins, not having to do this and that. If you have good samples and, you know, good melody line, good everything, it should just come out and flow naturally. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Just that limiter is bringing the gain up, so watch. Yeah, and that's about it for this track. I mean, this was a short tutorial, but I mean, yeah, I know a lot of people like this song, and I always wish that songs that I like, people would show how they made them, because it just really gives you a little bit of inspiration as to what to do with your tracks, you know. But yeah, one other thing I wanted to go over was if you guys, let's see, so I did another video where I played it on my drum pad. Like I basically played the whole song just on the drum pad. So let's see. What I did for that is I had just a drum rack. I bounced each part to its like about two bars to 4 bars. I think the bass I did 4 bars, and the main melody was every 2 bars. So right here, that's what you see is 2 bars, 2 bars, 2 bars, 2 bars, I think. Or actually 1 bar, my bad. So each of these is 1 bar. So it's basically like this half, or this half, this half, this half, and this half. Right? Let's see. Let me play it on the drum pad. Let's see. So yeah. Okay. Yeah, so that's all I did there. Let me delete this real quick, just so. Actually, let's put that back. Is this just the drums? Yeah, it's just the drums. So yeah, again, here we go. So when I played it, it was just hitting the bass. Okay. Okay. So sometimes my drum rack fucks up like that. But here we go. So it was like basically. You get the point, just hitting those. Hitting those and then playing the drums down here. Yeah, so I mean, that's that. If you ever, I mean, because eventually I would like to play some live shows. So, and since that song was so minimal, I figured it would be the perfect one to do like this, because it's only 4 tracks, you know. And yeah, I mean, that's basically it. Same shit, nothing crazy. If you guys like this song, just go to my SoundCloud. You'll see it up there. It's called Lost. And yeah, thank you guys for checking it out. Give me some suggestions for future tutorials, and I'll surely get around to it. And if you guys like want one of these, like say this Crusty piano preset, I'll put it on Zippy Share. And if you guys want to donate to me, just go to my Bandcamp, wearemachines.bandcamp.com. Throw in $1 for the name your price and whatever. I'll really appreciate that. Anyways, see you guys next week.